So, hello all, welcome to this series of fan engagement where we are talking to some passionate IPL fans and trying to understand their fan story and what are the factors that motivate them to follow a specific IPL franchise very passionately. So, in this series, today we have a Sunrisers Hyderabad fan with us. So, he's very young, but he's very knowledgeable about the franchise and he's very passionate about the franchise. So, Varun, welcome to my show.
Yep, thank you for having me.
Right. So, first of all, tell me how your journey as a Sunrisers Hyderabad fan started. So, was it from the Deccan Chargers days or did it start from?
So, first of all, okay, so first of all, I was born in USA, and USA does not have that much of a cricket craze. So I used to hate cricket when I was really young. I literally hated cricket. Whenever my dad used to watch cricket, those highlights and all, I used to close his computer and turn on TV and watch cartoons, put the volume to the full. It was crazy back at that time. And yeah, I also wrote a book about it actually. Yeah,
Cool.
it's published, it's on Amazon and all. So yeah, it was crazy back then. So in 2014, I moved to India. And in 2016, I went to my first Sunrisers match. It was SRH versus Gujarat Lions. Yeah, so I did not know anything about cricket back then. So, my cousin just called me to the match. I went there and, first, it was a kind of a weird experience, being with a huge crowd, more than, like 30, 40,000 people in the stadium. It was crazy. I was kind of nervous, scared. What am I going to do in the stadium? Will I get lost? Oh,
Hi. Yeah. How are you?
yeah, so, I thought I was going to get lost in the stadium or something. But then, the excitement started in the stadium, fans cheering, the batting started, the bowling started, the first 2 overs, maiden overs, it was absolutely incredible. The movement was absolutely amazing. I never, thought cricket would have this much craze in any country. I used to think it was not a great sport, just a bat and a ball, like a boat, paddling all. But after I went to the first match, it was absolutely incredible. From that day onwards, I was focused on cricket, so it was absolutely amazing.
So, you talked about your fan journey and how it all started with Sunrisers Hyderabad. And so, what's the main reason that you like Sunrisers Hyderabad so much? Is it your geography, your background, or is it David Warner, the players, or something else?
It's actually nothing. As I told, I used to hate cricket. But I was surprised how well the players used to play for Sunrisers in 2016. Their players, the names were pretty popular as well. But I was not supporting it because of the popularity. I was supporting it because of the talent they had.
Right.
It was the talent was absolutely incredible, and we won that season as well. So it was a very very good season, a lucky season. My first match in 2016, and we went to win. It was a amazing year.
Right. So, as a Sunrisers Hyderabad fan, do you believe that there is a luck factor attached to that particular franchise? And whenever they have an Australian player opening for the franchise, be it Adam Gilchrist during the Deccan Chargers days, or be it David Warner now, an Australian captain and opener, so he performs really well for the franchise.
Yeah, yeah, it's totally like Australians. They have a very good sparkle in the Sunrisers Hyderabad squad. Australian players, they have this kind of sparkle, as I told, in the Sunrisers Hyderabad, and especially David Warner. I think more than Adam Gilchrist is David Warner, who's the biggest star of the Sunrisers Hyderabad. I think he's won around 3 orange caps or four. Yeah, 2015, 2017, 2019. Yeah, the Australians, they're pretty special in our team. But I would also say it's not only the Australians. We have special kind of talent now. We also have Rashid Khan, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, who's an amazing bowler, and he's gonna help us really this season as he regained his fitness. And we also have T. Natarajan, a brilliant bowler. He played across all three formats in less than 2 months, which is absolutely incredible. So looking very forward to this IPL.
And you talked about David Warner and his orange cap stint. And this is an odd year, and every alternate year, David Warner has been winning orange cap.
Yeah.
So this season, we will most probably see him winning orange cap once again.
Yes.
So, but when we talk about David Warner and his performances, so David Warner is also a very popular name outside the stadium because the
Yeah.
kind of social media content that he generates, it's absolutely amazing to see.
Yeah.
How does that impact or how does that attract you as a fan?
The first of all, cricketers, they entertain us on the field, and when it's off the field too, it's absolutely amazing to just see them enjoy their time, and they are making us enjoy their time, making trying to make us happy. It's absolutely incredible, especially the Butta Bomma from David Warner. That was the best one of them all.
Right, right. And this season, Rashid Khan, in one of the interviews, he promised that he and
Oh
David
yeah,
Warner will do
yeah,
the
yeah.
Butugoma dance. So all the fans are very eager to see that happening on the field.
Yes.
So when we talk about Sunrisers, there are two different kind of personalities. There is this aggressive David Warner, and then there is this calm Kane Williamson. So how do you see these two mixing really well together?
It's all because of the Sunrisers pact, I would say. The coaches, it's all, per the mindset of the players. If they like each other, they mix well together like water and fire. That means they don't go well together, but somehow these both, just became the best partners of them all. And they are also the one of the main players for our team. Kane is the backbone for our team, and David Warner, gives us a strength at the first, which is absolutely amazing. This is the kind of a team that we need this year, and looking forward to the title as well.
Right. You talked about Kane Williamson and David Warner, but when we see Sunrisers, they have one of the brilliant minds in their coaching setup. They have Tom Moody, they have Trevor Bayliss, they have VVS Lakshman, they have Muthaiya Muralidharan. So, how important is it this kind of a setup where they have brilliant cricketing brains, amazing players of their era?
Yeah, so the better coaches you have, the better players you can train, and the better players you can have in your team. Especially, Tom Moody is back. He was the coach who won us the 2016 finals, and now Trevor Bayliss to the 2019 CWC. A coach who won the World Cup, which is absolutely amazing. We have two champions, and Muralidharan, who can help Mujibur Rahman, the newcomer to the Sunrisers Hyderabad, to get more of the experience to the spin bowling department. And Rashid Khan, we don't have any words to say for him. Muralidharan, taught him everything he knows. He's absolutely brilliant. He's paying it off in the Sunrisers matches, and also now we have 9 matches on spin tracks. So I'm expecting a lot from our spin department.
Right. So you're wearing orange this season right
Yes.
now, and Sunrisers usually call themselves as Orange Army on social media, but this season they have a new hashtag called Orange
Yep.
or Nothing.
Yeah.
So how do you react to that?
Orange or nothing, it's orange or nothing forever, basically. When I first saw that hashtag, I just felt Sunrise just said orange or nothing. If you wear blue, I'm gonna kick you out. I got that feeling of that hashtag, but it's kind of I felt, and on the other side, I felt it was kind of like a motivational hashtag, because they said orange or nothing. It makes the fans, heart filled up, with the excitement, and my Sunrisers are getting pretty much hyped up for the IPL. So it's great.
And Sunrisers have this unique knack of picking young, exciting talent. And when they pick a particular player, we all usually are very excited to see him in the playing 11. And this time they have picked some of the brilliant youngsters. So they picked them last season also, but some of them couldn't get that many games. So, how important is it that you look for those youngsters and you give chances to those youngsters, especially players like Virat Singh, Abhishek Sharma, Abdul Samad, and Priyam Garg?
Yeah, he is the youngsters are definitely the future for the Indian team, the overseas teams, and the Sunrisers team. So they're definitely one of our backbones for our team, and Kane Williamson as well. But so you see, now Kedar Jadhav is also in our squad. He's pretty aged. I don't know if he's gonna play or not. So that's why Abhishek Sharma is a brilliant player. He was performing very well in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy as well. So yeah, looking really forward to Abhishek Sharma playing, and especially Virat Singh. He has not got any chances last year, and he's a fearless striker. So I feel he could come in maybe for Priyam Garg in the XI. Just taking the last XI from the qualifier two, we should replace Virat Singh with Priyam Garg. Or if Manish Pandey is not playing very well, Virat Singh is a very good replacement for him in the XI. Really looking forward to them, especially Mujibur Rahman. Now we got the Afghan trio: Mohammad Nabi, Rashid Khan, Mujibur Rahman. I feel like Mohammad Nabi already he has a spot fixed in the squad because of the 9 matches on spin tracks. But Mujibur Rahman, he might play 2 matches. So Mohammad Nabi will go, Mujib will come in. Very excited to see the youngsters play this year.
Right. So you talked about the bowling attack, and season after season, we have been seeing that Sunrisers is among one of those franchises which has that strongest bowling attack. So what do you think is the reason behind it that they focus so much on their bowling attack rather than strengthening their middle order?
See, bowling is the most essential part of cricket. I don't think batting is, because there are a lot of players who can bat very well. Like you see David Warner, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma. See, there are many talented batsmen, but the bowlers are missing. There is not much great bowling talent. I can say many bowlers don't bowl pretty fast. They're all in the 130, 120 pretty much. That kind of speed range. And so bowling is the most essential part of any team. The bowling can only help you win. It doesn't matter how many runs you put on the board. It's about how you bowl and how you can control the other team to not score any runs and to take the wickets to bowl. So that's why I feel like the Sunrisers is just going for the bowling.
Right. And we have seen that teams, I would rather say players who have won purple cap, so those teams usually qualify for the playoffs. So do you think that this season one of the SRH players is going to win the purple cap and their team will qualify?
Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, I am absolutely wishing that he wins the purple cap. He's in brilliant form. We saw him in the T20 series against England, ODI series against England. He has picked more than I think 7 or 6 wickets in the ODI series and T20 series also. He was brilliant, and now we also got Jason Roy, so he doesn't need to bowl him out anymore. So he can just do that in the practice nets. Yeah, so expecting a Bhuvaneshwar Kumar to pick up the purple cap, and as you said, whoever picks up a purple cap, moves on to the qualifiers. But now let's talk about the orange cap. Last year, KL Rahul won the orange cap, but they did not make it to the playoffs. So it doesn't matter if you get the purple cap or orange cap. It just matters how you perform for your team.
Right. Right. So performance really matters, and Sunrisers Hyderabad, since that name change from Deccan Chargers to Sunrisers Hyderabad, they have become a consistent team. They have been performing really well, and one of the reasons is their two overseas players, David Warner and Rashid Khan. But somehow they have been over reliant on their overseas players. They have really good overseas players, but they don't have that strong Indian core.
This the middle order and the Indian batting lineup has always been the weakness for us, and we also lost Shikhar Dhawan. For a trade with the DC. He was one of our main Indian batsmen. See, the only problem is that we always take the youngsters, but they don't perform as well as they expect. As see Priyam Gar, he did not really help us last year. He only scored 150, which was a match-winning innings. But we really expect more those kind of performances from the other players, and especially him. As the under 19 captain. for India last year. Really expecting more from him, but he couldn't prove anything. But this year, really waiting for him. He's also in the squad actually.
Right.
So yeah, really looking forward. And now we also have Kedar Jadhav, who has a lot of experience. So he might help us in the middle order.
Couple of seasons, SRH has been focusing on their Telugu fan base, and they have been generating content for the Telugu fan base, especially combining the Tollywood cinema with franchise cricket.
Yeah.
So, so what's your reaction and what's your take on that?
As I said, they're getting the fans ready for the all the IPL seasons, and they're trying to get the fans all hyped, with the native language. Yeah, it's just part of the support, and this SRH is supporting the fans, and then the fans will support SRH. It's like a cycle going around, like now Rashid Khan face, now Mujibur Rahman face on who Agent Sai Srinivas Atre, those kind of movies. It's brilliant. It's funny, it's entertaining, and it gets the fan hypes three at the same time. It's amazing.
Right. And
Nice.
when we see Chennai Super Kings, they call MS Dhoni the Thala, they call
Yeah.
Suresh Raina Chinna Thala. And similarly, in Sunrisers Hyderabad, they also use local slogans. They call Kane, Kane Mama, Warner, Warner
Yeah.
Boy, or Rashid Mia. So do you think so? These kind of names to these players give more attraction to local fan base, and fans feel more connected with the franchise.
Exactly, and while you're talking about that, we don't have a lot of fans who support Sunrisers in AP or Telangana, because they're all supporting Chennai, Mumbai, and RCB. Yeah, it's all. I just feel it's all because of one player, who Dhoni, Rohit, and Kohli. People should look for the talent and not just because of one player. I don't really like why they are supporting just the team because of one player. I don't really support that. You should look out for the talent and you should support them.
The tactics that one team has is the best team.
Yeah, exactly. You nicely pointed out. So do you feel that bringing an Indian star in the 11 will bring more fans to Sunrise Hyderabad?
We had Shikhar Dhawan, nothing. And now we have Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, nothing. And we also have brilliant overseas players, Rashid Khan, Warner, nothing. It's no change to the fan base. That's the only thing I don't understand.
We have Rohit Sharma.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. And no, we don't.
Yes. So, any player we have, the fan base, it's not increasing as much as, MS Dhoni's team, CSK, RCB, or MI. I just feel like the fans are just looking out for one player or the most trophies the team wins. I don't really like that, but, any player we have, we are not getting the fan base we need. So maybe
It's
if
a good fan base.
Yeah. So now, since the mega auction is coming up, there will be a lot of talented players and experienced players. So if we at least take one of the good players in that, maybe we could increase the fan base, but I don't see that happening right now.
Right. And how important is it to have a local player playing for your franchise? For example, Punjab Kings have a lot of Punjabi players playing for the franchise. Chennai have now acquired a lot of the Chennai players, but in Sunrise Hyderabad, they are missing a prominent figure who usually plays for Andhra and Ranji.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I was looking forward to Tilak Verma. He's part of the Hyderabad Ranji team. And we had Mohammad Siraj. Now he moved to RCB. There's no hope that we can get him. Maybe in the mega auction we can, but right now it's nothing. But Tilak Verma, he's actually a pretty talented batsman, and I did not understand why we did not target him during the auction. And also, yeah, and I think the Telangana government also made some comments on why we did not have any Hyderabad players in the Hyderabad team. So yeah, that was kind of crazy. But yeah, looking forward to next year's auction. Maybe we can make some great corrections to the squad.
Right. But now, if we see Sunrisers Hyderabad and Rajasthan Royals and compare these two, So a lot of prominent English players are in Sunrise Hyderabad with the inclusion of Jason Roy. They have Johnny
Yes.
Bairstow and Jason Roy. And Rajasthan Royals, they have George Butler and Ben Stokes. So previously, a lot of English fan base, they used to support Rajasthan Royals just
Yeah.
because they have all the key
Yes.
English.
Yes.
But now, do you think that the English fan base will be somewhat divided between Rajasthan Royals and Sunrise Hyderabad?
Exactly. Now we have Johnny Bairstow's in great form. Jason Royals in great form. Now we have both the English openers, which means they can give us a power packed start. And I really think the English fans might switch the teams from Rajasthan to Sunrisers. Maybe at least some of them. I saw a lot of English fans for Rajasthan Royals, and a lot should change right now. Now we got some brilliant players like Jason Roy, as you said. So now we can expect a bigger fan base from England coming up.
Sunrisers have this prominent overseas faces, and their content usually, so that gets a lot of attention, is usually the content that is generated around overseas players, maybe their Instagram lives or their uh, posters that they make. So do you think that this is a reason why a lot of Indian fans, they are not able to connect with the franchise, or mostly the fan base, that Indian fan base that they have, is just from Andhra and Telangana?
It's nothing like that. As I said, I just feel it's because of the trophies that Mumbai Indians have. They have pretty talented players. So, they have Bumrah, Pollard, Rohit Sharma. Virat Kohli's team is just Virat Kohli, I can say, and AB de Villiers. Dhoni's team, it's just Dhoni. So yeah, as I said in the last question as well, we just need some star, a talent player, maybe like Surya Kumar Yadav in the auction. If we buy him, that will really increase our fan base because that he is a power hitter in the middle order.
Right. But do you think if Sunrisers Hyderabad, they have the right squad this season, they have their amazing fixtures that suit their kind of
Yes.
style, playing style this season. So if they win, their fan base will going to increase tremendously.
Exactly. You mentioned it pretty well. Now we have 9 matches in spin pitches. We have the best in the best. Rashid Khan, Mohammad Nabi, Mujibur Rahman, and Kedar Jadhav also. He can both spin unorthodox. He can trick the batsman. Yeah. So if we win at least 7 out of the 9 matches in our spin pitches, and we can take it calm and light, in a Kolkata and Bengaluru, because if we already win a 7 out of 9 matches, it's a fixed spot in the qualifiers. We don't need to pretty much care about those other venues because we already got so many points on the table. So yeah, that will definitely increase our fan base. And if we do win 7 out of 9, we will surely be the number 1 team on the table. So that will really increase our fan base, just like in 2016 and 2018.
Definitely.
And the way SRH is connecting with their fans through the Tollywood movies and music. So now this is an interesting segment. So
Okay.
Warner is usually treated like the Bahubali of Sunrisers
Yeah.
Hyderabad. So what do you think about the remaining three overseas star? So if you have to match them with one of the Telugu heroes, so Kane Williamson, who do you think he resembles with?
Kane Williamson, he should go with Mahesh Babu. He's pretty calm in the movies, also, during acting. Yeah, he's pretty calm. And the other 2 stars, okay, let's go with Rashid Khan now. Rashid Khan, that's pretty hard because he's at the same time aggressive, at the same time, he's pretty calm. Let's go with maybe Prabhas.
Oh,
So
that's
the aggressive is the Bahubali side, and the calm side is maybe some love story movie or something. And the other star, it will be Johnny Bairstow. Johnny Bairstow, he is also not that aggressive. I would say he's somewhere in the middle, not like Rashid Khan, as I said, aggressive and calm. Bairstow is somewhat different, and I would say, oof, this is also hard. Huh. Then maybe he can go with Nani.
oh,
Yeah, he's at the same time, he's pretty calm and aggressive. He's also pretty much in the middle. So yeah, there you go. Prabhas, Mahesh Babu, Nani, and who else did I say? I forgot. Dang it.
David Warner was Bahubali, so you
Yeah,
can.
Bahubali. Yeah, so David Warner is obviously Bahubali. He's a 100 celebration. It resembles the Bahubali sword. During the movie. So yeah, that's pretty entertaining to see.
Usually we see that Indian fans they get attracted to a franchise which has an Indian captain.
Yes.
So be it Rohit Sharma, be it Virat Kohli, be it MS Dhoni, or Delhi has followed a similar trend. So they
Yeah.
appointed Shreyas Iyer, Rajasthan followed a similar trend. Punjab followed a similar trend. So nowadays we are not seeing so many overseas captains leading the franchise. Only KKR has Ian Morgan and Sunrisers has David Warner.
Yes.
So do you think that captaincy change it might affect team's performance? So if they appoint an Indian captain, but it may attract a lot of fan base.
Yeah, but see, the only thing is we don't have a Indian player with like a captaincy material. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, he captain in 2019. He wasn't that great. We did win the matches, but I didn't feel like he was a great captain material. He would if we need an Indian captain, obviously it would go to him. And we also had Shikhar Dhawan as our captain. He was not a great captain as well. We did not make it to the playoffs very often. I only think we made it once, and he was also an overseas captain. Maybe yeah, he was also an overseas captain. So yeah, Indian captains don't work very well for us. That's why it's either Kane Williamson or David Warner. They're both stars. They both have experience captaining their national sides. So that's why we picked them as our captain.
So
Yep.
your last few comments on, and what do you hope that Sunrisers will achieve this in this particular season?
Yeah. So last year we did not even know that we were gonna make it because we had a pretty bad start. But at the end, we needed 3-3. We won those 3-3, and no one ever expected that, especially against Mumbai Indians, the top team. So again, we were really proud that Sunrisers had made it to the playoffs. Even we did not even think that they would reach it. And even though they lost in the qualifier too, we still felt that that was IPL 2020 win in the Sunrisers Hyderabad fans' hearts. And we are expecting the same from the Sunrisers this year as well with a better performance. And we will really and truly lift the cup this year. Go Njame!
Yes, yes, definitely. And so with Go Orange Army, I have to say that Sunrisers has probably the best theme song among all the franchisees.
And yeah, I agree very much. It's they mix Telugu and they mixed English. So as I said, they can hype the fans up. They can understand it pretty well. They get the excitement and the song. It's kind of like a Tollywood song. Like a movie song or something, which is brilliant. That just gets us excited, and the players too. They get the excitement. The fans, hype them up even more so that we can have such a great time.
Yes, yes. And we are expecting a cracker of a season for Sunrisers Hyderabad this season. So all the best to you, and hope to see you in many fan zooms and many
Yep.
Insta lives during the season.
Yep.
Yeah, it
Yep.
was
Thank you for having me.
yeah, definitely sure, sure, sure. It was really nice talking to you about
Yeah,
Sunrisers.
you too.